Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's continue our Muslim world conquest for Crusader Kings 2. So the rage is gone. I've done some minor save file editing. Apologize about any language that was used in the beginning or toward the end of that previous video. But you know, sometimes, especially because I don't like to do a lot of editing, you just get to, you just get it hot off the press. I was pretty upset. I think justifiably so, but so what I did is I went through and there's some excellent comments in the previous video that kind of walk you through how to do it, but also there's a fairly extensive number of bug reports on the Paradox forums about this specific bug. So I went through the save file and I deleted the offending title and it's just gone. It's really, really frustrating, I think, for people who have to deal with the fact that if you're playing on Iron Man, first off, I want to let people know that if you have an Iron Man save that is essentially corrupt because of this bug, you can edit it. You can edit an Iron Man file. People don't always realize that even if you have Iron Man saves stored to the cloud, there's a way to find there's a backup save that's stored locally. Even when you have saves to the cloud, you'll always be able to find the file. And you can convert an Iron Man game into a non-Iron Man game that is corrected. So if you have this problem, it is salvageable. It's just that you lose the Iron Man status of the game. So if you're going for like a world conquest, then I could see why you'd be frustrated. But so minor things have happened. The former king of the Tahirid Emirate, or kingdom, whatever it was, suffered an unfortunate death. He's going to die soon anyway. Right there you can see, oh, Kavada dies! He's dead. Apparently my name is Mr. Human. So, anyway, what ends up happening is then that the Tahirid guy ended up being inherited by Rajputana, which is why the color changed. He may or may not keep Rajputana as his primary title, but we're going to put down our rebellions, and then we're going to continue our world conquest. We've got our 4 or 5 main kings. Is it 5, I think? They all love us. Raised levies is pretty significant. We're only 45, so we're doing just fine on time as far as this character goes. I don't think we're on track for any kind of new fantastic record, but that's okay. Alright, so how many men can we raise and where? Levies completely depleted, probably my own fault. Mahmudid is the only one that can provide us with much of anything. And we also have armies raised already. Are these all retinue? Yes, they are. Don't disband. That'd be crazy. This is not a retinue. Let's get rid of it. This is going to go over here. And these guys are going to go away as well. Oh, that's right, we had to go in and there's that other single province there that was preventing us from ending the dumb war. If that bug happens to us again, we'll just fix it outright instead of trying to play into defective mechanics. So did that give us a raisable levy? It did. Okay, so we have some raisable levies. Let's go track down these sieges. You go there. You, nothing we can raise. You are being taken care of. You up here, Olivid, can raise 5,000. Should be good enough. And we've got a siege over here in the Mahmudid side as well. Okay, so we'll play on speed 2 or 3 while we take care of the peasant revolts, just get them out of the way, and then we will probably actually go for a period of peace until we get our levy restored. It really won't take very long. I'm just going to split the army and send one down there to keep him from running. Which is significantly faster, I think. We might catch him that way. This guy, unfortunately, is running outside of our territory, so we've got to chase him. No army down there. This battle is happening. Good. And I'm going to do my best to have a return to, I don't know what you call it, glory. A return to proper play. Yeah, it looks like we're going to catch him. At this point, I also think it makes perfect sense just to break as many truces as we can. Like, we're so close to, and it doesn't matter that we lost. The main thing I was trying to do there is just prevent the army from running. A few thousand men being killed. Who cares? Releasing our army in hostile territory, unless it's like it's a very significant army, then again, who cares? Got 5,000 available down here. And this is that weird thing where we can actually raise men on occupied territory. I don't remember that being possible in previous versions of the game, but all of a sudden now we can. And so we will. Sure, why not? Start to siege that stuff back. Actually, this one looks like it's... probably that one's the most recent one. And once we get some morale, we could actually assault, maybe take that whole thing back. On the other hand, if we just disband, then we could let the army replenish to a size that can take care of that. I'm a little bit annoyed that my vassal kings are not taking care of these rebellions on their own. They should have the army for it. Oh, no, don't disband. River crossing penalty, not a big problem. We have a siege here. Army's at 75 now. And the siege here, but we're about to fix that problem. I'm assuming we'll win this fight, but you never know. I bet our moral authority is at 100. Yep, of course. Piety of Caliph Yahya, 80.5%. So we're very pious. That alone brings us lots of stability. It's a religion. Okay, and so the only one that we're not actually getting taken care of is down here. We're up to 8,300. Yep, I guess we're just gonna have to wait. Why don't we maybe even consider disbanding some men so that we can declare a war or two with just retinue while we're waiting for the actual levy to replenish. It's at 50,000 already. I mean, it's just amazing how quickly it comes back. I mean, I was brutal, just brutal with the levy for years and years and years. I mean, look at these kings. These kings are at negative 68, negative 88. This guy actually only negative 8 because he just took over, or he just inherited or something. But you can see that we haven't given him a break for even a second. And the Taharid Sultanate is actually, you know, his Sultanate, that looks like a rebel flag to me. It really scares me. I don't like it. But, House Taharid. I mean, he's got a huge army. I suppose there's no harm in just declaring a war and only raising the armies that are available. You know, like try to avoid declaring wars near depleted armies. Alright, I don't think we need to finish this guy off. I think we just ignore him for the moment. Now, West Francia, we're going to lose some diplomacy for this, but again, the only people that matter are the kings, and they absolutely love us, so diplomacy means nothing. Really doesn't matter. Oh, and hey, it's a kid anyway, so we can declare we still don't have access to jihads. Great jihad era has not yet begun. So I guess we just do the invasion of West Francia, sure. At the same time, we've also got a retinue here. Why don't we do the invasion of East Francia? And for good measure, the invasion of Lotharingia. And that's it. I'm not going to do anything else in that area. Down here, since the Taharid Emirate is fully reinforced, why don't we do the invasion of this guy? And we'll just raise up his army down here on the coast, so it's got a good supply limit. And we declared on the kingdom of what? Already forgotten. Maharashtra. That kingdom there. Okay. So we'll actually raise down here. And I don't think we're going to assault this time. I think we're going to just let them go and siege. 10,000 men. Nah, never mind. We'll assault. So that army takes care of that. Let's see if any of the other ones are fully reinforced. Not quite. Get you guys moving up into East Francia. Anything that's in de jure East Francia or within de jure West Francia or Lotharingia. That's what we want to assault. Get more war score for that. And really, I mean, anything that they own will give us war score, but especially with the retinue, we want to assault. Almost positive. Muslim Marriage Simulator 2014. Of course we'll marry off random courtiers. That seems like something that we should be bothered with. I don't think there's any way to disable that. Like, you know, stop asking the Caliph to marry courtiers. You'd assume that that would be below us. $8 days, not bad, not great. Okay, and the 27 stack is suffering a little bit of attrition, kind of to be expected. We don't care though. Oh, got somebody creating another kingdom. This guy's creating lots of kingdoms. That's not very smart. All that ends up doing is it makes his dukes like him less. But, you know what? It's not our problem. It's the problem of the lesser vassals. One of these days, I do think it'd be kind of fun to do like a campaign where he just plays a duke. Did I already say that? I might have already said that in a previous video, I don't recall. But I think that'd be kind of fun. We're going to prioritize provinces that have higher supply limit just to try to avoid any attrition, if possible. Oh wow, we gained 30 prestige for storming the trade post. That's outstanding. 30 prestige, oh my goodness, don't spend it all at once. It's very prestigious. So my idea here is that these guys are just going to work their way up the de jure borders and then kind of come together on Lotharingia. Four more days until he can start his assault. And we're marching straight up into Paris. Should also go for the capital up there as well. So far we've lost about 4,000 troops to attrition mostly over here. That'll replenish nearly instantly, of course, if we were to re-raise. We'll march on the capital toward his personal holdings. Doing the best with West Francia. And we're already to Paris. Wow. That was quick. Oh, captured his wife. Or maybe not his wife, but some princess of Asturias. She's probably not worth anything, is she? That's unfortunate. Anytime I see the word princess, I get excited. We're almost... I mean, we're to the point now where it almost feels like playing as the Magyars, where you have like such an incredibly large army that it's just like everything just folds over. Head toward rather that guy. He's trying to assault back the things we've taken. And let's actually go after his army. That a big battle with him would make it much easier, I think, to end the war. Whereas with West Francia, he has like such a small army that just by assaulting we'll probably be able to push the victory button here. Yeah, there we go. Invasion of West Francia, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Now we're on to de jure Lotharingia. His personal holdings are sparse. Okay, so we have a lot of independent vassals here. The actual Kingdom of West Francia has not been created. Let's just go ahead and create it, I think, for the simplicity of passing it down. So a lot of duchies we'll need to create. We're kind of low on money, actually. Somebody had mentioned before that, like, if we were to die, we'd have a really hard time. But keep in mind, we know about 152 plots, and if we were to imprison every single count and duke that we know about, we would have thousands and thousands of gold. Alright, so this is Umayyad territory. Let's see if we can grant him some titles first. And then transfer vassalage to the rest. As per normal. And if he wants to revoke... Like, if we were trying to do full culture and religious conversion, then this would not be the most effective method of doing it. But in general, because he is a Bedouin Sunni, he's very likely to do what I would do anyway, which is revoke infidel titles, make sure that kids are educated by the right types of people, try to culture convert. He'll try to educate children to match his culture. So it just kind of delegates it all out. And at this point, you know, as much as I'd like to keep the Mamluks, I know people think it's crazy, but the levy is not a concern, and I've never had to hire the Mamluks, and I don't plan to. So let's take a look at our realm and just give them away to the weakest of the kings. So that would be Abbasid still. And Abbasid is just really struggling to get some power. We'll transfer that Mamluk guy to him. Okay, so things are back on track, and World Conquest is just, we're probably maybe a decade away, at most, I think. But I'm going to take a break here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, and we'll see you again soon.